Well, hey, this time, baby. This time, I gotta build this channel, baby. So let's talk about Oregon, baby. Let's talk about these Oregon Ducks. And I told y'all the summertime, my time. That's when you get to go in the book. Now the book got all these Florida teams on it because I'm in the state of Florida. But in this book, it talk about every team in the country. So let's go to Oregon, man. Got them Oregon Ducks off in here. And let's see what the book say. And then, again, I have my own thoughts about everything. But I just want to, the book give you like a ballpark of what's going on with a squad. That don't mean that's what they are. But it gives you a clue. And right now, they think Oregon is all that and a bag of chips. So, you look at the Big Ten, which Oregon was in the Pac-12. They finna jump into this Big Ten, which I wish they wouldn't have. I wish they would have stayed on their side of the country, man. Them games with the Big Ten shouldn't be played until like bowl season. But everybody trying to get to that money, so it is what it is. Right now, it look like the Big Ten and the SEC taking over. So, hey, follow the money. All right, they got Oregon. Dan Lanning is a young, brash, and good. Young, brash, and good. Bad news, they say Bo Nix left the building, but say hello to Dylan Gabriel. Now, Dylan Gabriel is that. He like that. I really want to say he started at UCF, but he good. They say they call is Oregon ready for this dive into the deep end. They in there now. They in there. Ooh-wee. Basically, saying Dylan Gabriel, the best quarterback in the conference. Let's see. They got Oregon with quarterback. They got Tez Johnson for the wide receiver. And they got no more on the first team. No defense players on the second team. First team offense, they got Cornelius at O-line and Conley at O-line. So that O-line look like they're going to be doing something. Defense, now they playing, man. That DB right there, Jabbar, he like that. He good. They got him on there. And they got a D lineman for Oregon on there. All right, Oregon. Let's see. Top 10 NFL talent. They got one player, Connolly. Physical player with athletic ability that with his size. Now let's go to big time games. Oregon play Oregon State September the 14th. I think they're gonna beat them. I just do. Oregon State has a new coach. Think he was on the squad, but still, Oregon got to go to Oregon State. It's gonna be a rivalry game, but I think they got that one. Then they don't have another big game until Oregon at Michigan, November the 2nd. Now, Oregon is cold, but I think Michigan cold is a totally different cold. But I could be wrong. But I still think I'm right. Then they got Oregon at Wisconsin. Boy, God, dog. Boy, when they come over and travel, they got to travel. Then they got Washington, Oregon at the end of the year. That's going to be a hard game. But Washington got a new coach staff, too. So, you got to feel it out. So they got some games, but let's see. Let's see what this thing really looking like, man. They got them number 2 in the conference. They got Ohio State number 1. And they got Oregon number 2. Hey, they cherry pick Oregon. They gave Oregon a whole. Oregon got 2 pages. I guess that's how they feel about the Big Ten. So they got Dan Lanning. His overall record is 22-5. His offensive coordinator. He got a his coordinator probably 35 to 45 years old. Defense coordinator probably about the same. Last conference title was about 4 years ago. Now, they're returning 6 players on offense. But it's really more than that because they got a quarterback that was a starter. They've been playing college ball for a while. Then they got a wide receiver that's coming. That's a baller. Wee. Hey, that's on offense. So really they got 1, 2, plus they 6. So they got 8 stars. But let's be for certain that the running back, James, he was there running the ball, so he like a starter. That's 9. The lineman is mainly seniors and juniors on the line, except for 1 sophomore. So they ready. Listen, the offense gonna do what it do. The offense gonna do what it do. It ain't gonna. I don't think it. I'm trying to remember. Is Dylan Gabriel a runner? I'm not sure. I can't remember if he's a runner like that. But he sure can play ball. He got 49 stars up on his belt at UCF and Oklahoma. The man like that, y'all. So he gonna ball at quarterback. They gonna do good, y'all. Let's look at the schedule. They got Idaho, Boise State. Idaho should be a win. Boise State should be a win. Boise State gonna fight hard, but they ain't gonna be able to beat that. Oregon State, they should win. UCLA, I think they should win. So out of that first game of August to September, I think they'll be undefeated. Then they play Michigan State at home. I think they'll win. James the Beast, the best, what's up? Miss Johnson said, Colin, did you change your title from All Day Cut? I tried. I tried to see what I could do with that, but it didn't work. So I'm going back to All Day College Football or something like that. So I think they'll beat Michigan State. So right now, they 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 games. They 5-0. They got Ohio State at the crib. That game gonna be so loud, packed out, and I've been there at that stadium. It's loud. If they offense could get them moving like they did last year, whoo-wee, they gonna throw the ball. They gonna throw that ball, and they gonna run it too. See, James last year had almost 800 yards rushing and 11 touchdowns. They gonna run that ball. They gonna let him run it, and they gonna probably have another running back running it, right? And then I don't know if Dylan Gabriel is a runner, but if he is, he gonna run it. They got Johnson coming back, and Johnson had 86 catches, 1,100 yards receiving, almost 1,200 yards receiving, 10 TDs. He finna ball. Evan Stewart finna ball. Gary Bryant, man. All right, so let me look at their schedule again. Back to their schedule. They got Ohio State. So they real only game. Boise State gonna fight hard, but they real only game so far is Ohio State. They gonna beat Purdue. They should beat Illinois. Then they got Michigan. They should beat Maryland. They should beat Wisconsin. And then they got Washington. You know they want to beat Washington again. So I think he could do it this year because the coach that was there is at Alabama. And I think he could do it. I think he only has 2 games he have to worry about. Is Ohio State coming there, and then he's going to Michigan November the 2nd. I think everything else. So at the end of the day, the man can win 10 games. He got to figure out what he going to do on the Washington and Ohio State game. I think every other game is winnable. I think every other game winnable. Who you got winning? In which game, Miss Johnson? Let me see what they say about Dylan Gabriel. And Evan Stewart was a former 5-star, so you know he finna do what he do. Yeah, boy, they finna do what they do. They got a squad. Holden and Oh, Holden come back. He had 37 catches. Yep, Holden still gonna ball. Bryant gonna ball. So they still gonna catch their passes. And then they say the offense biggest strength will be arguably the O-line. They about to run that ball, y'all. Listen, Oregon could write their own. Oregon should make it to the college playoffs. Pretty much, they should make it to the college playoffs. It just ain't no way around it. They schedule set up for it. Yes, Michigan State could kind of fight, but they play them in Oregon, Eugene, Oregon. So that they should win that. They play Illinois at the crib. Their away game is really not hard like that. Yeah. I think they still good, y'all. Let me see what the defense. The defense, they say the defense got 4 defense players coming back, but you can really say 5 because the one guy coming in from Washington. So they got 2 DBs that's gonna do their thing. A safety, 2 safeties. Well, look, they got starters from other places too. So, y'all, Oregon gonna play ball. Pat, you say Oregon has about 300. It look like it, man. Let me see. They got the linebackers coming back with the senior leadership. A 4-year starter at linebacker in Jeffrey Basa. Then they got Jacobs began his career at Iowa, but now he coming over there. The sophomore linebacker Jackson has improved during the spring, according to the defense coordinator. Up front, the team will rely on the little young movement. They signed like 11 blue chippers, but in the past 2 cycles. So they're going to have to step up and do what they do. But let me see what they got. They got Branch at the end. D-type, nose tackle young, but, he a big boy. D-tackle, older guy, so he going to be ready. Linebacker young, but he got another 2 linebackers ready. And the secondary mature. So just the O-line going to have to come with it for them. I mean, just the D-line going to have to come with it. Yeah. The D-line just going to have to come with it. And then they say UTSA transfer Cam Alexander could start on the opposite side of K-State, Kobe Savage. And Duke transfer. Whoo, y'all. Oregon got a squad. Oregon got a squad, man. Oregon could make a run. The schedule only got 2 games. You could say 3 with Washington, but I think Washington ain't going to be able to beat them this year because Washington lost their leader. Now, they get Arizona coach, which Arizona coach was good, but I just don't think they're going to be able to do nothing with them. Well, the Arizona coach might have them coming in there balling. But the way it look, they got 2 games for sure. Ohio State and Michigan. And you could say Washington. They do got to go to Wisconsin. That's going to be tough too. But really, it's just real 2 solid teams. And then I would go with Washington to be right up under them 2. Wisconsin's up under that. Maryland and Illinois. Oregon State, UCLA, and Baylor. But really, y'all, they got 2 games they got to really worry about. Let's see what they say. They say the overview is, even though it will have to do so in the Big Ten, Oregon has all the pieces to break into. Yeah, they should make it to the college playoffs after falling short. They got so many. Hey, they should be able to do it. They said top newcomers, Dylan Gabriel. Few schools in the country have a quarterback more elusive. Ooh, oh. Well, look, it look like he's going to be running it too. Hey, and he going to rock that number 8. Hey, Dylan Gabriel, nice, y'all. So at the end of the day, Oregon got something. Ain't no way around it. Oregon got something. We're going to see how it turn out. They look like they got the same offense coordinator and defense coordinator coming back. They got all the pieces. They just got to really look at their D-line, how their D-line come. The linebackers and secondary going to be solid. Everybody on offense look like they going to be solid. So, hey, Oregon Ducks, they got something. There ain't no way around it. Hey, Coach Dan Lanning, you look like you got another good season. Look like you should. If you could beat Ohio State or Michigan, you should probably end up in the Big Ten championship game. Look like you got some, brother. Look like you finna roll call. But Ohio State and Michigan gonna be his toughest games. With a Washington right up on it, then you can figure out the rest of them. But Oregon got some, y'all. Until I see everybody else on their schedule and go through all the teams, we gonna see. But Oregon got some. They got some. So hey, y'all, we're gonna rock out, man. I'm getting the channel back right, baby. Hey, we're gonna talk about the SEC ball. We're gonna talk about the Big Ten. We're gonna talk about college ball, period, y'all. We're gonna rock out on this channel. Hey, holla at y'all.